baby. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Grab your tissues for today. We got some crazy madness going on today's show with Affinity's Internet Computer. Let's dive right into it. This one was a tearjerker, and that's why you shall need the tissues. If this is you, I was seduced by an NFT project in 21 and sold my wedding ring, folks. This dude sold his wedding ring without telling his wife in order to go all in on the project. Needless to say, the project collapsed and I lost everything. I got away with it for a while as I am a mechanic and rarely wear it. I eventually had to confess to her parents who bought the ring back for me in secret. Folks, they've looked down on me ever since. Now, if you are out there pawning your valuables, like your wedding ring from crypto, I'm sorry, but you have a gambling problem and you need to get some serious professional help. I'm not joking about that either. That is some effed up stuff right there. We've got 221bravo.app. Check them out. They've kind of become the watchdogs of crypto. We'll be tracking CKBTC, helping to keep the IC people safe from scams and rugs. And these guys have kind of become like the unofficial watchdogs of the IC blockchain. The stuff they got going on with their application is really interesting and really produces some crazy looking graphics, and you can kind of visualize and see where some of the CKBTC is going. CKBTC is chain key Bitcoin. So basically, whenever someone issues or mints a CKBTC on Internet Computer, a Bitcoin is actually held on the Bitcoin blockchain. And it is what it is. Allows people to trade and sell and do all sorts of things with CKBTC. And they can cash it out back for their Bitcoin. So it's pretty cool. ICP community, please note, as far as I know, there is no connection between Dfinity and IC. Our token is ICP and not IC. I have no information on what IC is or whether it is legit. Now, I did see a little post from Crypto is Good somewhere out there. Here he is. He was speculating that this could have been some sort of Ethereum whale, maybe kind of prepping to do some sort of liquidity grab based off a failed project. The whole thing is sketchy, but it is what it is. Dominic Williams even came out and said that the IC meme coin on the Internet Computer is in no way, shape, or form connected to Dfinity, anything like that. So speaking of Dominic Williams, he also says dodgy financiers gave crypto, FTX, Alameda, Genesis 3AC, Voyager, Celsius, and the whole rest of the gang air to cover to our enemies. In response, crypto must rally to genuine value propositions and game-changing tech. And really, folks, when it all came down to it, about a year ago, I released my research and findings on how corrupt FTX and Alameda Research and Solana are. They are. And nobody took me seriously because guess what? Everybody else was so love drunk on the airtime that FTX and Alameda were getting, and that Sam Bankman-Fried was going to save crypto. I'm so sick of that shit. So you guys got to do your own research when it comes down to it, just like I did. Even with Voyager. I was telling people to get all their stuff off the Voyager platform 2 weeks before the thing collapsed. I got attacked personally like you wouldn't believe. They even were attacking CKB in my mining operation. Yeah, it is what it is, but it's a great point. People need to stop supporting these unethical projects like Solana, FTX, Alameda, Avalanche, who tried to hose nearly everybody in the ecosystem. We got a huge video that was dropped by ICP Jesse, the secret galactic battle for the open internet. Now, this is a YouTube video. I watched it. It's pretty dang good. So I will link to this at the end screens right after the technical analysis for you guys to check out. Whoa, my God, jeez. This looks pretty bad, folks. ICP down 5.3 on the day, 10 on the week, 24% on the month. That's about average across the board for any project. But sea of red, folks. Sea of red. And man, it is what it is. So back on March 16th, which was about 11 days ago, I was warning people that this setup could be prepping to happen. And once this setup happened, for the last 8 days, I've been warning people that we could be seeing the price wander on down to the 127 and the 161.8. So I do think that right now, there is a possibility that we will see another wick down to this $4.63, somewhere in there. I mean, we're at $4.71. I really wouldn't be surprised, though, if price nips down to this $4.50, $4.46-ish area. I mean, at this point, it just, this pattern, this harmonic that I called, back on March 16th, 11 days ago, has played out textbook. I haven't bought any ICP. I sold about 500 ICP in this range here. I'm not sure exactly what day it was, but I will be rebuying once we probably clear this $4.60 level. So that is what it is right now. When we're looking at this 4-hour chart, though, I'm just going to go ahead here and erase this. What is happening? Well, we're seeing this clear trend line to the upside. So I do think that right now we will probably get some sort of symmetrical triangle squeeze or flag or something of that nature. And I do think that we may come back up to test this trend line. I do think, though, that price is, kind of far away from this Ichimoku cloud. So I would think that within the next day or two, we may see price kind of come back up. If it passes through this trend line here, we may come and see this thing nip at this 50 moving average. Let's just look at this thing on the week. And what a shame, because ICP was prepping up nicely to kind of move through this thinner portion of the Ichimoku cloud. We got rejected multiple times here, but nonetheless, I do think that there is this opportunity that price may try for this thinner part of the Ichimoku cloud. And I'm thinking like not till August, September, somewhere in there, because right now, we kind of have this trend line like this, and we kind of have almost this quasi descending triangle of sorts. And I'm almost kind of wondering if we're just going to see this thing kind of move like this. There's a lot going on right now in the ecosystem and things like that. But let's check out the daily. This is all very purely speculative, and I want people to understand that and know that. Really, when it comes down to the daily charts, for the last week, 2 weeks, I've been warning people about this head and shoulders pattern. And really, what's going to happen with this is we're going to need to really see this price break this trend line. And then if that happens, the gloves are coming off. We're going to see some lower prices. In my opinion, no doubt, this is a textbook head and shoulders pattern. There's just nothing we can do about that. But let's try to think of the bigger picture here. Now, since like July, August, about 9, 10, 11 months ago, after we made this little cup here and started really drifting downwards, I was telling people that this might be the left shoulder of an inverse head and shoulders. And really, we could be seeing these prices form out this right shoulder. And even though we're down, the one thing that you guys might want to notice here is that we have a very nice falling wedge, which is super bullish. And I am thinking that as of right now, there is still this decent chance for a rebound, maybe going into like mid-April, maybe. So I do think that this falling wedge is going to execute rather sooner than later on the daily chart. So, maybe, we're basically going to have to wait for ICP to come back up and test this $5.45 mark after it makes this $5.12 run. So, I mean, right now, short-term things are looking bearish. But when we look at this bigger picture on the daily, we're seeing this trend, which, these trends aren't guaranteed, folks. But we are seeing this falling wedge. So we got 4 touch points on it. I think that right now price action is kind of far from this Ichimoku cloud. So if I had to guess, we might be kind of testing this this $5.12 level. And there may be some sort of symmetrical triangle squeeze that comes of this. We may see price come down to touch this upper part of this falling wedge before moving to the upside. So, I mean, we're kind of a mix of what's happening as far as, bullish or bearish price tendencies. But I do think that we are seeing some overall bullish price action on the chart. So, we'll see you guys all in the next video. Don't forget to check out this video by ICP Jesse. We'll see you all on the next one.